From New York City, it's the Wendy Williams Show.
How you doing? The kids have come to play today. You won't believe what I'm about to tell you. With all due respect, have several seats. My girls are always turned out. I give it to you straight, no chaser.
Now, here's Wendy.
There they are. My people. My co-host. I'm doing okay. Let's get started. It's time for Hot Topics. Friday. Thank you. The weekend is here. And the weathermen have scared us to death here in the tri-state area. A shout out to all of you all, from Sam Champion, Mike Woods. If we don't get the 6 inches that you talk about on account of I'm making soup and some deliciousness, because I went to the grocery store to stock up like most panicked people. They're calling it a blizzard. They're saying that the snowstorm is supposed to be whiter than the Oscars. Yeah. You know, it's one thing to snow, but another thing when it's like driving snow, that where you can't see, whiteout conditions. So, look, I've got my TV all hooked up to what I'm gonna be watching. I've got all my snacks, and we better get some snow or somebody's in trouble. just saying. So, it looks like prison has changed Teresa in Jersey. Well, they say for the worst. I say for the best. It's time for a Teresa update. Hit it. Okay, so Teresa's been out of jail for 30 days now. And according to what they're saying, she's way too zen for the housewives. She's zen, she's mellow, she's not bringing it. And you know what it is, because, the wig pulling and the fighting and whatnot. The Real Housewife of New Jersey producers are reportedly really worried because she's not bringing this drama. And, I am not surprised that prison has changed Teresa, for the better, in terms of just, being a human being. But the problem is that housewife shows aren't for human beings. They're for animals and savages. And that's what you watch for. Apparently, Teresa was at the opening of Melissa Gorga's new boutique, which is in Montclair, New Jersey, which frightens me because, they're getting closer. Oh my gosh, like I live in the vicinity. I go to Montclair a bit, and now all of a sudden I'm feeling like, oh gosh, housewife action. Anyway, Melissa opened some sort of boutique and Teresa was there, but Teresa was really very chill and the cameras were there too. And I guess what Bravo's looking for is business. And the business of housewives is wig pulling and name calling. But, after you go to jail for a period of time and you're away from your kids and, everything that you know, of course, in my opinion, if you're a human being, of course you're gonna change for the better. The thing I wish that Teresa did not do was have Joe not get this suit tailored. I don't know what is going on. It's very, very big on him. It looks right, it just looks terrible. Anyway, no, but the other thing, I didn't like, when she got the Lexus with the bow on the day that she got out of, leave it to Hot Topics. We've always got the receipts on it. The Lexus with the bow was a bit much. I just feel like maybe she made a mistake by returning to the Real Housewives of Jersey on one hand. On the other hand, what is she going to do for money? She's not selling that Fabulatini. Is she still selling that?
Trying.
Oh, okay. Liquor store troll? No, you know that? No, she's not selling that anymore? Okay. She's not selling that anymore that I know of. The cookbook business, well, the cookbooks, they come and go. Books have a season and then they stop unless you write something like, Are You There, God, It's Me, Margaret? Which to me still applies to young girls today, even though that's a Judy Blume book that we all read back in the day, right? Right? So what is she going to do to support her daughters? And Joe is about to go to jail. I mean, if I just got out of jail, I would want to spend all of my time with my daughters. Not necessarily Joe. Because he's going away and, the In Touch magazine talks about him and, possibly other women behind her back and stuff. But I'd want to spend all my time. I wouldn't want to be on the Housewives. On the other hand, I'd need a paycheck. So I'd have to figure out what am I going to do. So she returned to the Housewives and she's not bringing it the way they wanted her to. And if I were the other Housewives, I'd be glad she's not bringing it only because now you all can close in the ranks like they did in Atlanta. You know what I mean? Like Nene's not there and it doesn't seem to be so missed, So, anyway, hi, you all. I don't mind a man with a strong opinion or a suggestion on what I should do. But don't tell me what to do. You know what I mean? Like I'm married to a big mouth, you know what I mean? But I can tell you that I come from a family of big mouths, so I got my own mouth. And I don't like to be told what to do. I don't mind a strong suggestion. I might even take you up on what you suggest, but only because I think it too. But I'm gonna make you feel like you steered me that way. So that way, we just, it's cute. Anyway, Paris Hilton has this DJ career and it's on fire. Now, yeah, Oh, she makes upwards of $30,000 an hour. Okay. So you go to the club and you do a little zugga, 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 and you collect your money and you go. But according to OK Magazine, she's got this new boyfriend and his name is Thomas, and if he was my boyfriend, I'd call him Tommy. It's a little hotter, you know what I mean? Anyway, she's got this new boyfriend, his name is Tommy, and he wants Paris to quit DJing. Now, here's what I say. All right, wait, first, he's a respected businessman. He makes his own millions. He's self-made. He didn't come from wealth. So he might have a different work ethic than Paris because Paris, while she wasn't handed, her empire that she has now, she certainly was born into wealth where she had a good jump off, better than most of us, and certainly better than Tommy. Who, doesn't he look like the cleaned up younger version of Joe from Jersey? Right? Right? Oh, Joe, you used to be cute. Anyway, Tommy is telling her he doesn't want her to DJ. He feels as though it's hurting her image. He wants her to concentrate on her other things. Now, her other situations include, okay, 18 perfumes, 56 Paris Hilton stores in Asia and the Middle East. Oh, yeah, no, she's a beast outside of the US. I mean, here we only know her for, you know, partying and being with Nicole Richie, and she comes on the Wendy show and she talks like a baby and, you know, like that. But over there, you know, she's got the resorts and stuff. So he says, you know, you should stop doing that. You know, that's not good for you. And I guess she's like, well, if I were in her position, I would say, first of all, number one, don't mean to be disrespectful, but they have no children together, and all he is a boyfriend. Shout out to all the boyfriends. Not disrespecting you, I'm just saying you have no say in the race until you put a ring on it, we have a baby, or we actually walk down the aisle. Nice looking couple though, right? Yes. Yeah. Anyway, I don't know, I just feel like, you know, if they get engaged and then they get married like 2 weeks later, you know, don't have like a long engagement, a full year or 2 years or something like that. But if they get engaged and then they get married and then all of a sudden she agrees with him like, okay, Tommy, you know I love DJing, but I understand, you know, I don't, you know, maybe traveling all around now that I have a husband is not the best thing, you know, so I will concentrate on my other businesses, but I need you to do me a favor. I will do the shopping for our new mansion and you will deposit $30,000 a month, a week. Like you'll give me, you don't have to give me all my DJ money that I make in a month, but you know, you give me some money because now I'll quit because I love you. In the meantime, sit down. It's like the whole lemon tree in here. It's really good. Anyway, Iggy Azalea. Well, you know what, Iggy? You might as well blame somebody. So instead of taking the blame yourself, fine. She's putting it on her record label. Iggy released a new song. It's called A Zillion a few weeks ago. Clap if you're in the audience and you've heard of A Zillion. Okay. Did you like it? It's mediocre. It's not corny?
It was corny.
It was corny. See, I have to tell you something. We have all kinds of people here on the Wendy staff. We have monsters. We have lambs. We have, you know, the super. We have bays. What does Beyonce call her people? Excuse me. Sorry. We have beehives, but we also have azaleas. They call them azaleans. Anyway, and so my azalean, okay, there's only one. His name is Ryan, and Ryan loves Iggy's music because he says it's catchy and easy to memorize. But this particular song, A Zillion, even Ryan was like, nope. No, no, no. So he said that the song sounds like children banging pots and pans together. I haven't heard the song. I'm just talking how, you know, they said it was. Anyway, Iggy went to Twitter to complain about her record label because she's saying, well, the following. Bad news update, my record label Virgin EMI seems to feel the response to my viral record Zillion wasn't good enough and I'm not allowed a video. I felt like it was dope, so whatever. I could say a lot, but I'll keep it mildly professional. Well, you know, videos cost money, and if the single's not doing well, then I guess the label feels why invest in a video. You know what? Any excuse is better than none. Any excuse is better than none. My thought about Iggy is that, and I've always thought this, even though I do think that she's beautiful, and I constantly say that, you correct? Yes. I also like Fonse. Don't know anything else, but I like Fonse. But even when she first came out, I thought that Iggy was a fad, not the real deal. Like she's a fad like parachute pants. Do you know what I mean? Like here today, you're like, she's a fad like a hoverboard. You know, here today, gone tomorrow. So Iggy, you've got about 3 more minutes in your 15 minutes of fame. Lots of juicy stories in the monthly magazines. It's time for Wendy's Got You Covered. Hit it. It's my jam. Okay. So Zayn Malik is on the cover of the Billboard magazine. Now, you know, Zayn was, I know, that's, he looks really cute. Anyway, he was in One Direction, and then he quit the group because he said that he wanted a more normal life with his girlfriend from the Midwest, only to bamboozle them and go off and do a solo career for himself. So, yeah. So he's working on, like he was scared of the fame of, you know, the whole One Direction phenomena. And so that's what he said, but, you know, only to be putting out his own solo music himself. And he says that his bandmates, his ex-ones from One Direction, refused to talk to him since he left the group. Well, here's what he says, and then I'll tell you what I say. I had every intention of remaining friends with everyone, but I guess certain phone numbers have been changed and I haven't received calls from a lot of people. I've reached out to a few of them and not got a reply. Reply schmalai. Are you serious? Like, listen, man. Here's how I feel. And you know, I'm not a cold-hearted woman, but I'm busy. And it's very, very difficult. I'm just saying, I've always been this way all of my life. All of my life, I've been this way. You graduate from high school, I don't remember you all. See ya. Graduate from college, bye, Felicia. Leave a radio station or get fired, see you later. Like, I'm busy. Like, every chapter in life, to me, is where you go on and you make a new chapter. Stop reaching back. You know, I have 2 childhood friends that I keep in contact with. And no, we didn't go to school together or anything like that. We keep in contact. So I'm not surprised that they cut ties with him. He's the one who quit the band. And by the way, this band was a formulated band. They didn't grow up together as kids on the block. They were put together like some mogul said, hey, I have a few extra bucks. Let's form a band. Okay, we need to find 5 cute boys. You know what I mean? Let them all individually audition and let's throw them together. It's not like the Rolling Stones. Rolling Stones were friends since they were kids. Salt and Pepper used to work at Sears and Queens together. That's different. You know what I mean? That was one of the best days of my life when they came to the show. That was fun. Anyway, so I don't know, clap if you think that if you were in One Direction right now that you would stay in touch with Zayn. Clap. suckers. For what? For what? Anyway, all right, let's move along because we're still doing Wendy's Got You Covered. Demi Lovato, who I didn't recognize on the cover of Allure magazine. I didn't recognize her. She makes good music. Anyway, inside she revealed one of her biggest regrets was, I don't feel like reading, getting the gap in her middle teeth filled in. You know, like she had like a Lauren Hutton, a Madonna. And when she went to the Disney Channel, you know, because she was a Disney kid, and they said, look, you know, beautiful girl, a lot of talent. If you could just do one thing, fill in your gap. And so she did. And she regrets it. I mean, you know, a gap is very, very unique. She could have done the Madonna thing, you know, like Madonna pulls her white out when she wants the gap to be shown and then pushes it back in there when she wants to cover it up. It's not the worst thing. Although if you use a real big toothpick, you could probably, you know, pick it open. Anyway, Demi, either way, you're very beautiful, you're very talented, and who knew? But that's Wendy's Got You Covered.